Is this Bitcoin crash over, or is there more crash to come, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. Yes, today a video without the sound of the waves. Let me know if the sound is better now. In today's video, 3 epic news items, 4 epic charts, 1 inspirational quote. Let's quickly jump into the news because I want to keep it short but powerful today. Bam. First news item, Senator Cynthia Lumens yesterday came out and stating that President Trump is supporting their bill to buy 1 million Bitcoins in total with the United States. So yes, things are really starting to take off. So the President of the United States admitted that he's going to buy 1 million Bitcoin in the next 5 years, 200k Bitcoin each year. I think they already are on the way because they are definitely buying this dip. We will talk about later in the video about this, guys. But that's a big step again for the United States. The president said we are going to buy 1 million Bitcoin. That's a shitload if you know that there is only 21 million Bitcoin, which means they're not the biggest country when it comes to hodl their gold, physical gold, but also becomes the country with the biggest Bitcoin stack. Good news, but do you like this? Let me know down below, because I prefer normal people to have those Bitcoins. But then again, you know, the governments, they're taking over, they're in control, and we have too many sheeple that always believe what the governments say is right, and that's why they love to see the government and other centralized entities buying up all those Bitcoins. Second news item. Yesterday we discussed that Japanese MicroStrategy, the MetaPlanet is the name, but they are doing the same like MicroStrategy, but they are like Japan style. MetaPlanet just added 5,419 extra Bitcoins to their reserve strategy. By that, they now became the 5th largest Bitcoin hodler company, guys. That's a shitload of Bitcoins they are holding now with MetaPlanet. And I told you yesterday, there is this other company as big as BlackRock. It's called Vanguard. They don't do spot ETFs. They don't say that they buy Bitcoin. No, they bought shares in MetaPlanet. And with those shares, of course, MetaPlanet bought even more Bitcoins. That's how it always works, guys. They tell you one thing, no, we don't like Bitcoin. No, we are not going to buy Bitcoin. On the other hand, on the back end, they're buying into companies that own a shitload of Bitcoin. That is how BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street work. That's how they got to own the whole world. And if you are sharing that they hold all of those Bitcoins, then you're doing it the wrong way. You should be working your ass off the next 5 years to accumulate a shitload of Bitcoins, sell your house, sell your company, whatever you can, liquidate all those assets and start to buy Bitcoin, because that's the best performing asset of the last decade, of the next decade, and of the more decades to come. Because you just heard me saying all those governments like the United States, yesterday also Brazil, we have Switzerland, we have Spain, we have Portugal, we have China, we have Russia. All those countries want to have a Bitcoin reserve strategy. They accumulate Bitcoin because they know it's the gold of the 21st century. You should take that bet now as well, if you ask me, guys. But that's my opinion. Let me know your opinion down below. Let's go into the third news item. The $650 billion big Deutsche Bank, which is one of the biggest banks of the world, yesterday stated that they believe that all central banks worldwide will start to buy Bitcoin as well and add that as a reserve strategy. They say that all those central banks are talking about the digital bank central currency, but the real plan is that all the central banks will also own some Bitcoin, because Bitcoin will become maybe that world reserve currency. So all the central banks start to accumulate that this decade. That's what the German Deutsche Bank says, that they believe that all the central banks will start to accumulate Bitcoin within this decade. I don't like that. I don't like the central banks to step in and buy our precious Bitcoin, because Bitcoin was made by the people for the people. It's a peaceful anarchistic revolution to take control back to the people. We are having a huge revolution of the financial system, changing the financial system from centralized to decentralized. We manage the money again. Those who control the money have control on the people. Why would we give that control again of that future new money, Bitcoin, the gold of the 21st century, back to those people that already fucked us in the ass all those last decades? They made you poorer. They made you wear all those fucking face masks. They made you inject all those fucking vaccinations. They are not on our side. They are enriching themselves, and they make the rich richer and the poor poorer. That's why you should not be cheering that all those centralized banks and centralized entities are starting to buy our Bitcoin. You and I should be holding those Bitcoins. We should have this decentralized asset that no other centralized entity has control of. That is the core fundamental of Bitcoin. Not just pumping your bags, guys. But that's my opinion. Talking about pumping your bags, let's jump into the charts now to show you exactly what I see on the charts today and what I expect for the next coming months, guys. Bam. The first chart for the day, guys, is this beautiful 4-hour chart. Yes, still bull market vibes, guys. Why do I say bull market vibes? Why? Because you see, this volatility is part of a bull market. That's the emotional roller coaster we always experience in a bull market, and we are heading towards a very cool phase, which will give you even more emotional feelings, guys. We dropped to that level of that green line, even below it, so that green line could be there, the top of this one over there, the 112,000. Yeah, I should have drawn it over there because I look to the left and I see these resistance levels over there. I put it a little bit too high, but okay, this is the area that I expected Bitcoin to go, and it's positive. For me, it's still not negative. Like, as long as we don't create a lower low than this area over there, 107,000, I'm still pretty bullish on the next move, guys. Now, I'm going to show you in later charts what I think that happened with this crash and why I think it's going to be the next target is going to be that 120K. I will show you on other charts. On the weekly, you know, if you learn to zoom out, it's like, it's nothing. This is a week that had resistance at that blue line, and now we are dropping down a little bit. As long as this weekly doesn't close down below this weekly, 107,000, it's still an uptrend. And as long as we keep an uptrend, that's very positive for the bull market top. So I am still bullish. I am still in the bull market vibe. That's why I'm having my bull market vibe cup. What do you think? Let me know down below. Do you think we're still in the bull market, or do you think this is already bear market territory? Guys, the RSI over here, check it. Yes, retesting that downward line. So maybe from there we pull it up again. Let's see. I have some other interesting news to show you what I think that happened yesterday, guys. Very interesting news over here. This is the first one. This is a print screen of the Binance hot wallet selling a shitload of Bitcoin yesterday. I don't know why, but I think they knew something. They were selling a shitload of hot wallet Bitcoins. Check this. 198, 146, 157, 172. They were selling Bitcoins. $1 million worth of Bitcoins before the crash. Not only Bitcoins, guys. Not only Bitcoins. That's the crazy part. Binance didn't only sell Bitcoin. They also sold a shitload of Ethereum. And that, of course, that led into Ethereum crashes. Just their hot wallet. 200, 400, 300, 300, 300, 2,000, 1,000, 1,000. Like, they kept selling a shitload of Ethereum. So it's very strange to see this. And you can see, of course, here, it's like 3 minutes ago, 30 minutes, but that's the time of that print screen, of course. But that was before the crash, guys. This is a very strange thing happening over there. So they are liquidating all the longs. If a lot of people are making a shitload of profits because they have a long open and we were going up to 115, 116K, so those longs were all on profit, probably wanted to take profit around 118 to 120K. That's the profit area where they want to take profit. Exchanges see that, then they start to dump their cryptos to crash the price so that those longs are not in profit anymore. Even worse, those longs get liquidated because they are playing with a lot of leverage. Now, how does that play out on the charts? Very simple. You can see it over here. These areas are very important to understand. This over here, this was a liquidity sweep, we call it. This was all the people, if the price would go down below this area, all the people that had a long open, they were betting on Bitcoin going up, they would get liquidated because they use a high leverage, which means if your price drops the opposite, you get liquidated. You lose all your funds, the exchange takes all your funds. That is what happened over here. We went exactly for that area to liquidate all of those people. Now, the sell liquidity is over there. That's 120K, a little bit below it. So, the moment the price goes up now to this area, all those people will be liquidated. That is what you need to understand. This is how it moves every time again and again. Yesterday was one of the biggest liquidations ever in this market. Look how big this liquidation was. It was massive here, massive. It only was that big over here again, just before, I think it was December. That's when it was that big liquidations. Now again, massive liquidations. I think this one is even lower. I can't measure it. It's even lower than December. So it's the biggest liquidation ever, guys. Please understand that. That's how the game works. Should you open a long now? You could. If you have a risky profile, I would keep stacking sets. Why? Because of this. This chart is very important. We can see that September normally was a bearish month. At the moment, we are still bullish in September. It's a positive September. October in history has been one of the most bullish months. There's only 2 negative Octobers in the full history of Bitcoin in the last 10 years, 12 years, guys. Now, the moment that September was a green month, a lot of green months followed up. A lot of them, even here, continuing over here, guys. Here, green month in September. Look how many green months. 1, 2, 3, continuing. Here, September, green month, continuing. So it's very interesting to see that we now have a bullish September. If we also get that normal bullish October, we will see a massive pump in October and November, guys. Massive pump. Here on this chart, you can see it a little bit more clear, guys. So September was a beautiful green month over here. Then here, look, all green months followed. Here, September green, green months followed. September green, shitload of green months followed. September green, a shitload of green months followed. September green, green months followed. So that's very interesting to see. Check, for example, 2023 over here, September was green. 1, 2, 3 green months in 2023, in total 4 with September. In 24, we had even more green months, like 3 more, January, February, March, because that was green. Now in 2017 bull market, for example, September was red. We had 1, 2, 3 green months, and then the next year was a bearish month in January. Now the other bull market was 2021. September was red. Then we had 1 green month, 2 red months, even a 3rd red month, and then again 2 green months. Strange. But now September is beautifully green again. What will October do? What will November do? I believe they will be green months, and probably even January 2026 will be a green month, guys. Amazing charts. That was the last chart for today. Teach yourself to zoom out and look at the bigger picture, guys, of Bitcoin, because that's the most important thing that you need to understand. You need to be able to zoom out on the charts and zoom in on all the beautiful things in life. Bam. Use my special link down below here to sign up to Bybit and claim your amazing bonus up to $30,000 US. You will receive $30 for just signing up. Use my link down below and click it now. I hope you really enjoyed the charts, guys. Yes, a lot of volatility. We crashed all the way to $112,000 US. Beautiful crash, exactly to the level that I stated in my video yesterday. Now, check that liquidity grab. We are going to hunt for that liquidity over there, guys. It's around 120K. That is my next target. Dump first, liquidate all those people. I think it was a little bit fall play by Binance over there. I think they crashed the market. You saw how much they sold, and now they will pump it again to liquidate all the shorts, guys. That's just how it works. I've been coaching you through all of this. I told you every time, check those liquidation levels, because that is where we will drop and where we will go. That's how I can draw up these charts, nothing else. So let's see if we now again hunt for that 120K and try to liquidate all the shorts, guys. Now, long term, still same play. Long term, mid term, the next couple of months, yes, 160K is my bull market top. If you're talking long term, the next 4 years, 8 years, I'm guessing Bitcoin will become $1 million per Bitcoin. $1 million per Bitcoin. Every Bitcoin that you will buy around 100K will have a 10x to 1 million. If you sell your house at 300K, you will buy 3 Bitcoins that will be in the end 3 million if you don't use my algorithms to multiply those Bitcoins. But that is my opinion, guys. That were the charts today. Let's quickly jump now to the last part of the video, the inspirational quote. The inspirational quote for today, guys, is strong people don't put others down. They lift other people up. That is a very important quote, guys. If you think that you're a strong person, stop being negative to all those people. Don't put yourself higher than the rest. Start to lift them up as well. That is how we collectively become stronger and have the ability to change the world. If we keep acting like the way all those strong people are acting, putting all those people down and more down and more down, then we will never be able to create this huge collective in which we can destroy those centralized entities in their negative way of doing business, etc. We should be in control in a decentralized way, and that is why all the strong leaders of our industry should be lifting all the people up. Strong people don't put others down. Strong people lift other people up. Please understand that. That's why I'm doing these Didi Bam Bam VIP meetups. No, Didi Bam Bam is not a pump and dump token. It is not replacing Bitcoin. It's the creation of an educational platform for everyone out there to use and to be educated in the right way about Bitcoin, blockchain, and life. And by that, we lift all those people up to the same level so that we form a strong collective that's able to grab life by the balls and change a future for ourselves, but also for the next generations. That is the power of a decentralized technology like the blockchain. Not only the creation of assets like Bitcoin, also the creation of decentralized voting system that can't be cheated with. Many other possibilities. And that is what you all need to be educated on, and then the strong will start to lift up all those others, and together we have a shitload of power. Believe me in that, guys. That was everything for today. A short but powerful video. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the video, give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about the news? What do you think about the charts? What do you think about the inspirational quote? Let me know down below. Thank you for watching. I wish you a beautiful day, and see you tomorrow again. Bam.